Hello everyone and welcome to Usitility. Today we are going to see how to play League of Pantheons on PC using the brand new BlueStacks 5, that is designed for blazing fast speed and high-octane action. It packs a punch with mega performance upgrades and it has faster performance than any other high-end Android device or Android platform. We will be able to easily download and install League of Pantheons and enjoy the game on our Windows PC with keyboard, mouse and big screen thanks to BlueStacks 5, which is the Android emulator that we recommend to play League of Pantheons. So without further ado, let's get to it. First of all my friends, the first thing to do is to open our favorite browser. We have here the one we prefer. Let's go to this URL I'm highlighting in green. Now, you are able to see on the screen. You don't need to type the URL, simply because there's a link in the description of this video and the first main comment. We landed at this point on our own website of Usitility, where we have a nice precise explanation on how to download League of Pantheons on personal computer. We scroll lower a tad and just click on the Download Game on PC button. After clicking on that link, we get to the website of BlueStacks. No panic, it is just the Android emulator that we are going to use to get access to the game League of Pantheons on PC. As you can see from here, we have a number of advantages of preferring this emulator. Now we are on the way to start downloading the League of Pantheons by clicking on the button play on BlueStacks that I have marked in green. Next step is clicking on it. And the download takes no time at all. Here it is, this is the download. It is an executable file. What we are going to do now is to run the installer, so we click on the file. If we are on Windows 10, it will have asked us for permission to allow modifications to the computer. We have said yes. I minimize the web browser to start to see the installer much better. The installer is straightforward. It is made up of two options, install and setup path. I will describe what setup path really does. We merely click on it. So we realize that we display here the path in which the emulator will be put in. If we would like to modify this directory, we must click on that Browse button, and we select another folder and install the emulator precisely where we choose. I will set it where it is. I click on Back. And I just click on Install. Now, there it is. The install commences and it's going to proceed along with the download of those megabytes that are shown on this screen. When you download it, it could possibly be a little more or less MB. The data transfer rate will go at a higher speed or at a lower speed, depending on your connection and depending on the performance of the emulator servers. Today they're working very fast. The download is finished, and now it proceeds with the installation phase. With BlueStacks 5 you can even reduce RAM usage with a single click. Especially useful if you ever face performance-related problems. In addition, you can activate Eco Mode to enjoy 87% reduced CPU usage, 97% reduced GPU usage and easier multitasking. As you can see, BlueStacks 5 is built to provide stability and performance during long gaming sessions. The installation has already finished for me. Now, the emulator has actually been started immediately. As you can see, at the bottom of the screen, we have a progress bar that will fill up when it actually reaches the end. The emulator will be launched for the first time. In reality, the emulator is already started, here for the first time. Before we continue, as can be seen, it created two icons right here on the PC desktop. The BlueStacks and BlueStacks multi-instance. Note that the BlueStacks icon is the one we're considering. Whenever we are planning to launch League of Pantheons on our laptop or computer, we twice click that app icon and start the emulator. The BlueStacks multi-instance icon allows you to launch multiple emulator instances. And with BlueStacks 5's new improved multi-instance manager in Eco Mode, players can run more game instances faster and with less lag. Let's make the next phase, that is a must, and which is to begin browsing the Google Play Store. And we'll mouse click on Play Store. As you can discover, the Google Play is presented. In this case we must sign in. At this moment, the moment we're there, we must perform the next step which is mandatory. So that we click on Sign In. Now it announces Checking Info. It might in some cases get stuck in Checking Info, and so it doesn't move ahead. If so, you should attempt to log in after a few hours and it may most likely be repaired. Now we can type our email and password. The email needs to be a Gmail email and its corresponding password. As an example, you may use the same email you use at the moment in your own YouTube account. Then I will submit my info and I will return as soon as I have completed it. That's it, information typed. And here is Google welcoming us and offering us their terms of service. We will accept them by simply clicking on I agree. Next, it allows us to back up to the Google Cloud. You could leave it selected and it'll produce a backup of the data files on this device to Google Drive. I am not going to select it, you do what you want. We just click on Accept. Google Play is started without need to open it manually and immediately. To install the app, we must visit the emulator desktop by clicking the icon marked in green. Right now that we are exploring the desktop of that Android emulator, we see that we come with right here the Install Video Game button. We just click on this button. There we come with the Android game. Let's quickly click right here on the Install option that I am highlighting now in green. And this will launch the software setup. At present it will download and install the video game. It might take a while or perhaps it could be very fast. This all is going to depend on the connection to the web. This has just ended setting up. Now, let's go to the emulator desktop by simply clicking the following button that I am showing in green, so that you can run League of Pantheons for the first time. We are presently on the emulator desktop, and then we are going to mouse click on that new League of Pantheons icon that has been provided. The Android game is started for the first time. There we get it. I could click anywhere on the screen and also make use of the keyboard. I will talk about the sound level of this emulator. It is right here. We have got the icon of higher volume and also the icon of lower volume. This way we will not count on the Windows volume to increase or decrease the audio of the emulator. And to appreciate the experience to the greatest, we could turn on the large monitor, for which we have two options. This is simply the very first one. We mouse click on this software icon that I am pointing out in green. And the display screen is maximized, enjoying one border at the top, one at the right and one at the bottom. In case we choose to launch the video game in full screen, we press on this particular app icon. And consequently we would probably without a doubt be experiencing the game in 100% screen setting. To leave the full screen mode, hit the F11 key. And consequently we would definitely just end up being in normal display mode. At present, I am on the way to clarify you the computer keyboard mapping, which is really quite appealing. This way we will probably be able to use the video game a lot more easily. The first task is to mouse click this software icon. It's now time to complete the required configurations. Let me keep the default configuration, but if you really want to change it, you can also do it now with no problem. Perhaps you have realized, the emulator is fully in our own language. Occasionally it happens that your emulator is started in the incorrect language, for example, in Chinese. And consequently to set it up in the appropriate language we go here to the cogwheel. And right here throughout additional settings, we mouse click on the language drop down. We may opt for the language we want, English, Mandarin, etc. Once the language is selected, we could save, the emulator would reboot, as well as the Android game, next time we start it, would as well be in the selected language. At this moment, you will find another point that we will need to take into account, and it's that we will receive an email saying that a new equipment has been connected to our Google account. It should question us if we are the individuals who have associated with that electronic device. Yup, we really should not worry, as the emulator is emulating an Android device. And to determine which tablet or smartphone is being emulated, we come right here, to the cogwheel and we click on it. Therefore we browse here to the Model selection. And right here we see that the emulator is behaving like a Samsung cellular phone. And so we're going to receive an email saying that a new Samsung device has been connected to our Google account. That's all guys, so much for my training. I hope you enjoyed it, particularly that you found it useful. If that's so, give it a good like, subscribe to our channel, and if you have feedback, requests or ideas, put them in the comment area below. You could also leave a comment on my Twitch channel. I perform live streams from time to time. You have it listed below in the video description and in the first pinned comment. Simply click any of those instructional videos that are appearing on the computer screen and see you in the future video tutorials. Bye.